Hi Pisces, I am Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity in your personal lives, be it your love or your work lives, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Please do remember to subscribe and like my videos. I'll greatly appreciate it. Pisces, it's quite a phenomenal month for you. Your ruling planet Neptune goes direct, and it's the ultimate planet of illusion and confusion. It has been retrograde since about mid of June, and around the 20th we have Neptune that comes out in full force. While deception and denial are the main themes of your ruling planet, which goes direct, so it can once again encourage us to live in denial. We all, of course, have our own specific fears and hang-ups that we don't want to deal with. Perhaps there's been a nagging financial issue that you've been ignoring for the longest of time, or your lesser than satisfying romantic relationship is maybe exactly what you need, is something that you've been convincing yourself of. Chances are Neptune is behind any excuses you've been inventing to support these ideas. Now, Neptune direct also allows us to keep external factors at arm's length and escape into our own inner worlds. And we don't really feel as crisp and sharp as we normally do. So this is just a heads up. The good news, of course, about Neptune direct is that it encourages expressions of idealism, compassion, imagination, and spirituality. And dreams that you may have silently held in your heart all these years, they may slowly rise to surface, where you can take small steps to turn them into reality. Let's break the month down for you now, Pisces. On the 10th, we have Mars that moves into your house of behind the scenes spirituality. It's a house of service and secrets. Now, when Mars transits this particular part of your house, you're driven to retreat and reflect, and being around with other people can seem quite draining right now, and you would prefer being alone. In fact, for a lot of you, working alone is when you have the best energy, and you would want to be out of the spotlight working behind the scenes. That's going to be your best productive time, Pisceans. Your dreams will also become more prominent, and you can have some really, really wild dreams, finding yourself even daydreaming more. Or conversely, some of you could even have trouble sleeping. Your imagination is going to peak during this time, and you may not consciously be aware of it. Ensure that you're depending a lot on your intuition at this point of time. That's going to be extremely sharp for you. Make sure, however, that you get plenty of rest before Mars comes and hits you during this time. Life could get quite hectic for you during the Mars transit. On the 12th, we have Venus that is moving into your house of friendships and groups of people, and it is joining Pluto over there. And it's a time where you're going to be forming harmonious, warm social friendships, and it's possibly related to group activities within a club. And you could meet someone through such a group activity, and consequently, there are really common interests that get shared. Whether or not you do, the bottom line is that sharing interests with someone is what makes you really happy during this particular transit. Venus being over here, she's just going to be coming and lightening up and livening up your friendships and group associations with a lot of charm, a lot of grace, and you're more peace-loving than usual and slightly detached on a personal level. If a romance were to begin around this time frame, it would be characterized by a strong feeling of camaraderie, but it could also be rather impersonal and perhaps lacking in depth and intimacy. On the 13th, we have Mercury that is moving into your house of career, reputation, accolades, and credits, and it is joining Saturn there. Saturn is doing its 2.5-year circuit, which completes about end of 2017. And with Mercury coming in this part of your chart, you're going to be having a lot of conversations about your career and direction in which your life is going. And you could think about these and what your goals are and what you get from there and how it is you get there and where it is that you want to be. You could be thinking more about big picture, Pisces, and be realistic with your plans. So it's a great time to be making long-term plans, to putting your goals into place, and you know exactly what you can do and need to do, and take a rather practical approach to situations. For those of you who are in the business of writing or in theater or anything creative that has to do with you, it's quite a fantastic time for you, because all of this is not only going to be making you extremely inspirational, but this is a time that you'll find that your work is received really well on a larger platform. On the 14th, we have a full moon in Taurus that is there in your house of communication, sibling, and it also rules community to a certain extent. And this is a time that you'll find that there's a lot of mundaneness around you, and there's maybe a lot of the regular stuff that needs to be dealt with. Maybe errands need to be run, and people are talking your ear off, and you just need to get a lot of paperwork done or answer a lot of calls. And it can be that maybe an important document could arrive at this time, and there is a sudden need to run and do an important errand or take a short trip. This entire chaos, confusion, running around dealing with all these errands and chores and mundaneness is pretty much the theme of this entire full moon. Now the good thing is, because it's completion, it's a project that is coming to an end, you could pretty much be putting the finishing touches over here. So you will really have to strive and find a balance over here. Do what needs to be done so that you can free yourself up now for more adventurous and fulfilling activities later on. On the 20th, we have Neptune that goes direct in your own house, and this influence sensitizes your mind, body and soul to a higher energy. It can act to soften your disposition as you become more attuned to the your environment, and in everyday activities you're going to be absorbing more the mood of others that is there around you quite easily, and your disposition hence could be more changeable. So try and ensure that you are yourself in a ways balanced state of mind. It can, because this transit can add a sense of almost idealistic, dreamy and a sensitive effect to you, and some of you could just find that the mundaneness of life is just absolutely too boring and too much to deal for you, and you would just want to run away from it all. Some of you could also feel less confident as the direction in life could be uncertain, and others may just tune yourselves to a stronger spiritual purpose. The thing is, Pisces, around this entire, with your own planet coming in and sitting in your own house, your sense of idealism can just get increased a lot during this time, and you may not look at things as clearly as you should be. You could be more susceptible to rumors, to gossip, and this also speaks about your own conditioning as to what is it that you have believed so far, and whether that again gets furthermore exaggerated, and whether or not it's relevant as of now to you. On the 22nd, we have Sun that comes into your house of career, accolades, reputation. And with the transit of Sun in your house, your focus is going to be the direction in your life which your life is taking, and your goals, and you would want to look at how your life is unfolding and where it is that you are going on in life, and figure out whether or not you're going in the direction that you want to be going in. It's a time where you're going to be feeling quite driven, Pisces, and you're going to be as much as you don't like it, but you're going to be taking an extremely practical approach to life, and whether you're dealing with bosses, with parents, with mentors, or other elders. And it's also a time of recognition. So mid-November, you can expect some form of a recognition or credit that comes to your work, the work that you have done, and you can be praised, or there's a due credit, or even a small amount of an incentive that comes your way. We also have a new moon that is there in your house again on the 29th, and this is further going to enhance opportunities of work. So for those of you who have been looking for that lucky break for the longest, mid-November is a time where you can expect an opportunity, maybe for there's a new job project. It even speaks about moving to another city, maybe another country as well in certain cases, and it can be radically different from the work that you have been doing right now. It speaks a lot about material wealth. It speaks about getting your due finally in life. So look out for these opportunities towards end of the month, and try and see the best that you can make out of it. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Pisces. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.